Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ed and I want to be an author, and I created this channel to show you my progress as a writer. Uh, and today I'm starting with a new writing vlog. Today is Monday. I should have started this vlog on Friday, but kind of got distracted with work, and we had sort of a big event at the place I live with my parents. One of those local fairs slash religious event. Super fun. But I was unable to write during the weekend or during Friday, which it's okay because I'm not accounting for the weekend anyway on my writing schedule. But at the same time, I would have liked to get some words in because I'm getting more and more behind. I have 1 week and a half till the end of the month, and my goal, as I had said, was to finish my first draft until the end of the month, which at this point I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to, but at the same time, super excited because I just finished a 1 hour writing session now, and I wrote 25,084 words. And the reason I'm excited is not only did I get words in, as I'm just getting started on the final climax. We're at the final stretch right now. Things are starting to go bad. New plot twists are coming in. Characters are gonna have their hearts broken, their trust shaken. They're going to be further and further away from their goals, and I'm just super excited to start writing that section of the story because it's the most fun one, I'd say. At least I really like the finales on books. So I'm really excited, and I really want to get some words in this week. I really want to see if I'm able to complete the deadline I set for myself. But if I'm not, I won't be too sad because I'm getting more progress done in these past few weeks than I had in previous years. So yeah, I'm excited. And by the way, I'm sorry for my appearance, but I just took a shower and I immediately came to writing. So yeah, please ignore how shiny I look. I put a lot of lotion after I shower. So that's it. We can't have any dry skin. I suffer a lot from dry skin, so I do put a lot of lotion. So yeah, if you see me looking a bit oily, it's that I'm not actually oily or sweaty. It's products that haven't been fully absorbed yet. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. Hi guys. So how do I say this? It's Monday again. Um this should be a clip for another week's vlog, but last week I only wrote for 1 day. So, I decided to just give it up and join 2 weeks in just one video because last week just wasn't it for me for a lot of reasons. The main one being that, as I told you, I was staying at my boyfriend's house and I just don't feel comfortable writing there because from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm working, and usually when I'm at my parents' place, I write after I'm off work, so from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. However, at my boyfriend's house, that's the time that my boyfriend he's awake because he works at a night shift. So the only time of the day that I get to be with him is from 5 to 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., meaning that my writing hour gap just doesn't exist when I'm staying at his place because I want to be with him, I want to enjoy his company. And yeah, so I spent an entire week without writing. Part of me wanted to write after he was gone for work, but at that time of the day, if I were to get working, then I wouldn't have time to do anything else before bed, and I really like to either read or watch an episode from a series that I'm following at the moment. And I don't know, it just wouldn't feel like a complete night if I were writing before bed and not watching a series. And the most likely thing that would be happening would be I would write for an hour and then I would stay up until way too late watching or reading something. So yeah, I didn't get to writing anything last week, and I'm worried about it because I believe I already mentioned this, but me and my boyfriend are thinking of moving in together. He actually wants me to start spending the weeks at his parents' place and the weekends at my parents' place while we're looking for a home. We were supposed to move in together next month, but his father is going to have a surgery, so he won't be able to work for about 2 or 3 months, meaning that my boyfriend will be the one who has to pay rent and other things for his parents. So we just don't have the budget at the moment to be paying his parents' rent plus a rent of our own. I mean, on one hand, I think we could do it, but on the other hand, it would be super tight, and I'm not entirely sure either he or me wants it. On top of having that extra, worry and stress of having to pay his parents' rent and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of worried about spending the weeks at his place because I'm really concerned about how it is going to affect my writing. But that's a problem for tomorrow, I guess. I have this habit of worrying too much about things, and I'm just super anxious about everything. And it's not good for me, it's not good for you either, so don't do it. So I'm really trying to let go of the worries and just, think about it when the time comes. Anyway, because I didn't get to writing last week and because the month is almost over, I really want to boost my writing this week, meaning that I really want to write more than I would usually ask of myself. So today I sat down and wrote for about 2 hours, and I wrote a total of 4,703 words. I kind of wanted to get to 5,000, just because it's a round number, and I don't know, it would make me feel better. But at the same time, I haven't been writing for a whole week, so I don't want to push myself too much. And I really want to see if I can get some actual good, solid writing done this week. I'm really going to push myself because I'm super close to finishing the story and I really wanted to finish it before the month ends. So I'm excited, I'm worried, I'm concerned. And on top of all these things, there's this anxiety of finishing my story. I don't know if you guys have ever been close to finishing a story slash a draft, but if you haven't, it's really this dreadful feeling of it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like it's over, you know? Um, it doesn't feel like I'm going to be okay after finishing the story. It feels like it's never going to be complete because I'm so dedicated to it. I'm so in love with the characters, with the setting, the plot, everything, that I'm just really dreading the moment where I'm going to finish my draft for good, you know? And I know that I'm still a long way to go before I'm able to put the pen down and say, okay, this book is done, it's complete. There's nothing else I need to add, nothing else I need to fix. It's done, it's ready. Uh, and while I know that there's still a long time before that happens, I'm already thinking about that moment, and I'm sad because I've been with this story for a really long time, and I'm unsure of who I'm going to be once this story is out of my head. I'm not entirely sure if that makes sense, but I hope it does. Hi guys, please forgive my appearance. I just took a shower. And while I feel like I should have waited until I looked a bit more presentable to record this, I really wanted to update you guys because yesterday, Tuesday, I ended up not writing for as long as I wanted to. I only wrote for, I think it was a little bit less than an hour, and I wrote 2,700 words and, 700-ish. Um, and today, because today is the last day of the month, because yesterday I didn't get quite as much done as I wanted to, and I was feeling like the last few portions of the outline would actually take me a whole bunch more time. Today I actually decided that I would postpone work for one of my clients to tomorrow. Basically, I have a couple clients. Some require me to work for them daily. Others have a weekly amount of things that I need to get done. So I postponed the things that I had to do today that could be postponed till tomorrow so I could dedicate myself fully into writing today. I'm still working. Whenever something comes in for my other clients, I need to work. But I've been working on and off since morning. I wrote for a total of 2 hours by now, and I wrote through 4,200 words, and I'm one chapter away of finishing my draft. I don't know if you can tell, but right now I'm unable to stop smiling. I can't believe this is real. I'm so close. Like, it's not even a chapter, it's the epilogue, which basically I just need to tie a couple loose ends and then my draft will be over. I set myself the goal of finishing my first draft in a month, and I did it. I mean, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. I'm just going to eat something, maybe do some yoga, because I've just been writing for a full hour and I'm starting to get a bit tired. So I want to recharge my energies before jumping into the epilogue, because I know I'm going to revise the story, but I really want the epilogue to have the essence and, the impact I want it to have. I want it to be special, so I want to be rested and mentally prepared to hit up that last step of my first draft. I did it. Look, I can't tell you how proud I am of myself right now. I created this YouTube channel to motivate me into writing, but I wasn't actually expecting to actually do it. As I've mentioned before, I've been working on this novel for over 10 years now. I never finished it. I would always write the same first 5 chapters. I would always get stuck. I would always feel like my writing sucked and like I had to start over again. I would always lose my footing and not know what to do next. But I told myself I would do this. And I did it. I'm doing it. On top of everything else that is happening in my life, as I told you, my antidepressants stopped working. At least I think I told you. My antidepressants stopped working. I'm feeling really unmotivated again. I really don't feel like doing anything. To be quite honest with you, I know that the last chapters I wrote, maybe the last 10 or so chapters are absolute shit because I was just forcing myself to writing because, again, my depression is really hitting me up again harder. But yeah, even despite all that, I did it. I I really want to share this with someone. I really want to jump up and down and tell people that I'm done with my story. But I don't really have anyone that's like excited about writing as I am. I don't have any friends that want to be writers. I have a couple of friends that enjoy reading, but I don't think I have any friends that enjoy writing. My boyfriend doesn't read, doesn't write, and even if he did, he's asleep at the moment because he works the night shift. So I wouldn't be able to call him and share with him this joy. So that's making me a bit bummed up. But I'll try not to think about the negative side. I'm just going to think of the positive side. I'm going to record myself writing the epilogue. I'm not sure if I'm going to edit it and make it more fast-paced or if I'm going to leave the full time. Probably not, because it will probably take me 20 minutes to write the epilogue. So I don't exactly want a 1 hour long vlog or something. I'm happy, I'm proud, I'm ecstatic, and at the same time, I'm super nervous because I've been working on this novel for so long, and I don't know what I'm going to do after I'm finished with this novel. I mean, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move on to the second book because I'm writing a series. But yeah. Anyway, that was my update for the time being. I'm going to eat something, have my break, and then let's get this first draft finished. Hi guys, so you probably don't know this yet because you totally didn't watch the previous clip, but I finished my draft. I'm super happy and proud of myself for the reasons already stated. Um, and yeah, I'm still kinda in that afterglow of being extremely happy and starting to feel a bit nervous about the fact that I finished my draft and that I'm one step closer to, you know, having a full written, polished novel on my hands. I was so happy that I actually told my family that I had finished my draft, and they were super surprised because, well, first of all, they didn't know that I was writing a book. Um, I mean, in a way, they knew because, as I've already mentioned, this is something that I've always wanted to do since I was a child. So my mom was used to me when I was like 12 or so, stealing the family's computer and just spending a ton of hours writing. Um, she would sometimes read what I wrote, but to be honest with you, she was never very supportive of it. I think mostly because of my father. Um, If you hear chewing on the background, it's my dog. I believe you saw him in the clip. Um, yeah, my mom and my dad were never very supportive of my writing. I remember being a little kid and, they would read what I wrote and they would always comment on, oh, you're a big girl now, you can't live in fantasy worlds, you can't, why are you always writing about demons and witches and vampires, etc., etc. Um, so, that lack of support was definitely one of the reasons why I think it took me so long to finish this book. This first draft. I actually went online yesterday to check more or less the time I had started writing this story. And while I don't have the exact date, I have the date of the day I published my first version of this story online, because in its first version, this story was a fan fiction of an online game I used to play, and I wrote the fan fiction and I decided to post it on the games forum. Um, and basically, I posted uh, this story for the first time around July 2012. So it's been a little over 10 years, 10 years and 1 month and a couple days since then. It's crazy to think that so much time has passed, because I can still remember writing this fan fiction for the first time. I still remember being 13. So that's definitely insane. I'm not exactly sure how else to describe it, but yeah, I shared the news with my family. We went out for coffee and tea, just a little chat to celebrate, I guess. And yeah, it was great. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling a bit restless at the moment because I really want to read what I wrote. I want to keep writing, uh, but I don't really want to start editing my book before I take a couple days off from the story. And I also really wanted to print it out. just so it's easier to read and annotate. Um, so I'll definitely have to inform myself on prices and where I can print my story and etc. Uh, and for the time being, I think I'm going to start plotting the next book in the series. Um, I already have the outline more or less done. Uh, I'm going to explain how I plot my stories in a separate video, but I basically have one, two, three, four-step process of outlining my story. And funny enough, some people don't consider a lot of the steps that I include in my process as plotting. Some consider it pantsing. I was watching a video that just came out 3 or 4 days ago from Anna New. I really like her. I really like her videos. And I was watching her most recent video about how to pant a story. And she was telling how if you want to pants a story, you could sit down and write a 1 sentence description of each chapter, and then you'd be done with the, you just write down the main ideas that you had. And that's funny because I personally consider that plotting. I don't think of it as pantsing. I consider it part of my process for plotting. And for instance, my last step of plotting can also be considered by some people the first draft, which would mean that I was technically done with my second draft. I don't consider it my second draft. As I've already mentioned, for me, this is my first draft because of this process that I created. But it's just interesting to see how different people plan and think of their story. Anyway, I'm rambling a bit. I haven't recorded in a really long time. It's about a mix of being a little bit more camera shy again, because I spent like 2 weeks recording pretty much every day and I got pretty used to it. Then I stopped for about a week and a half, and now I'm a little bit shy again, I guess. And it's also a mix of the exciting of what I just did. So yeah, I'm really happy, and I really hope you guys also managed to finish your first draft in whichever time you set for yourself. I gave myself a month to finish up my draft, and I did finish it. And in that month, I wrote a little bit over 40,000 words. So I almost won NaNoWriMo, which is really interesting to know because, as you already know, or you might not know, but I work from home. I'm a freelancer, but I have a couple clients, and I actually work from 9 to 6. I do have breaks in between. I have one break in the morning, I have lunchtime for myself, and then I have another break in the afternoon. But yeah, I work from 9 to 6, and then from 6 to 7 is when I sit down and write. And it's just amazing to see how I manage to have a normal workday and still write 40,000 words. That's personally insane for me because my brain is always so mushy after work. It takes a lot of my mental capacities, the work that I do. So yeah, managing to write 40,000 words is like a big feat for me, and I'm super excited. Oh, and by the way, you probably want to know the ending word count of my manuscript. It's worth noticing that my outline had one, 25,000 words, and my finished draft has 115,878 words. So definitely on the bigger side. I'm a little bit worried about the word count because I know that for first-time authors, publishers don't really like to pick up big books because you're a new writer and a bigger book means more being more expensive, which means that the publishers spend more money and your book might not be bought because people don't know you yet. And yes, my plan is to try and have my book traditionally published. So I'm unsure if I should try to cut down my word count. I also have a couple scenes that I want to add. So yeah, I think I might have to look out for that, or else I might be on the risk of, revising my story, submitting it, and then having it sent back because, oh, it's too big. Anyway, I'm sorry, my dog he's jealous. My dog is really jealous. So he just jumped on top of the counter and is now lying behind my phone, which I use to record my videos. So if you hear noises, it's my dog being jealous, trying to get my attention. But anyway, I'm just going to stop the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing me finishing my first draft. I hope you subscribe. Please leave me a comment. I would really enjoy seeing your opinions and thoughts, or have you share stories or fun facts about your own drafts. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.